Hello survivors, and welcome to my skill chain video. In today's video we are playing the Spellblade as suggested by all of you in my YouTube community tab. We did a little bit of a questionnaire or poll. Unfortunately YouTube's community section only allows for 4 options and we have like 22 characters right now, so we couldn't do a proper poll, but I asked you guys who you'd like to see the skill chain build on, and you all said the Spellblade, so here we are. For our runes, we're actually running Synergetic, Improved, Repretory, and Divine Legacy. We'll show you why we use Divine Legacy when we hit level 150, and then we run Weapon Expert, Endless Refill, and Material Harvest. Endless Refill and Divine Legacy work so well together. Again, we'll show you why. And then over here we've got a swing to thrust skill chain. We actually got rid of this, so we did banish a swing to thrust, and then all we wanted was our thrust to swing. We also got rid of we want thrust to swing, swing to arcane, and thrust to arcane as our skill chains. That's going to allow us to skill chain as much as possible of Arcane Overload and also get a lot of radiance as well as a lot of damage off of it. It also allows us to get quite a bit of finesse, which is then going to increase our multicast chance, which is then going to increase the damage over here. It works really well with the thrust skills because they give you haste as well, which will then also give you a lot of damage for quick strike. So it's going to work very well. 2 of the skills are scaling damage, infinite scaling as long as we keep getting stacks, and then we've also got exposed, which works really well with these 2 skills, so that's really cool. Defensive wise, we've got bulwark from all of our from on guard, from Heartrending strike and double slash, and then we've got finesse from arcane slash, from Heartrending strike and double slash. We're then just waiting for our haste to finesse upgrade so that we can go forward from there. Now the way that a skill chain works is quite simple. The lower the cooldown of your abilities, the higher the skill chain is going to be, along with obviously having a higher percent of chance of it. But if we have a skill that's 0.4 seconds and a skill that's 0.2 seconds, obviously that 0.2 second skill is going to be 200% times more efficient in proccing the skill chain than the 0.4 seconds. So if you wanted to swap out, let's say like something like Quick Strike or the Sharp Spear, or you didn't really need Weapon Expert, you can run Swing Mastery and take Scent of Blood. 1 Scent of Blood actually works with Finesse as well, and 2, it's going to lower the cooldown of everything to 0.2 seconds, which is then going to allow you to proc the skill chain a billion times. The only problem with that is it will land up making your whole computer lag and or crash, so I'm not using Scent of Blood for that. But if you do want to try and limit test the game, then do it that way. What I do want to show you though is do pay attention to the Arcane Overload. As you can see, it is already proccing like mad. You can see it's on cooldown, and we just become a fountain of explosive arcane, which is really cool. You can see just how much damage it's doing to the bosses as well, as long as we are standing near them, which I tend to do anyway because I'm crazy like that. Now the next thing, we don't actually need to worry about any of the Riftmaker upgrades. We don't even need to worry about damage as much either, but we'll just keep it there. What we focus on is cast frequency and multicast for absolutely everything. The only thing we worry about damage is for Arcane Overload, and that's because this is what we're trying to scale our damage into. So the higher the damage for it, the more damage we're going to be doing with it. So cast frequency, multicast, all those crit chance things. The area of effect is going to be beautiful because, as you can see, Arcane Overload says that it has 20 projectiles. The nice thing about those projectiles is they can overlap, so as soon as you get some form of area of effect, you're going to have those projectiles overlapping, and you can already see they're doing about 8,000 damage per projectile. If you get, let's say, 5 of them to hit the same target, that's already 40,000 damage, which is huge, and that's not even taking into consideration all your buffs like the crit chance and the crit damage and things like that as well. So really strong. Again, multicast chance, cast frequency, we are starting to get a lot more haste, so Leviathans work really well. We don't even need the cast frequency anymore for this. We got quite a decent amount going for our laugh over there, and even some more crit chance would be pretty good. But I think laugh, we finally get the haste to finesse upgrade, which is going to be fantastic. So now we're going to get even more. You know, we did have a 7.7 times, now it's sitting on 8.8 already, and it's just going to keep going up with the more finesse that we get. Now finesse does have a cap to it, so you do want to try and get as much multicast as possible. I think I accidentally might have got rid of it, but we do have these over here. Now this is what's important. I do want to talk about this. We aren't going to keep any of these just for the sake of showing you over here. I would normally keep this, but we don't need it. What we do is we re-roll, and we re-roll looking for things like this. So we're going to lock it over there, and we're going to re-roll again just so we can maybe find the next one available to us. Again, we're not really worried about the other ones, so there we go. We got Arcane to swing as well, which is 10% only, but you know, it's 10% we didn't have. So we're going to grab that skill chain, we're going to grab that skill chain, and that's going to allow us to always get 10%, which is the most amount that you can currently get as a skill chain percentage. And then that's going to allow us to stack it even more and more. So I mean, you can see already just how much the Arcane Overload is going off. This is actually very you know, bad for your PC eventually. When we get to like 100%, we're gonna have so many projectiles all over the place that it might land up being really, really bad for us. But I really do want to try it. I do want to see what it comes out looking like and go from there. Again, focusing on the damage more than the cast frequency. That is our main skill, and that little bit of cast frequency won't really, you know, help, or it won't necessarily increase our damage. It would have probably just gone to either stay at 0.4% or maybe gone up to the 0.3. That's fine. There we go, 0.5. Going to keep stacking all of those, and we'll do one more round just so we can see when we hit level 175 if we can see and find even more skill chain and see if it makes that much of a difference. So right now I think our highest is about 40% or 30%. Yeah, we're on 30%, but that is from just, you know, swing to arcane or thrust to arcane. We then got the swing to arcane as well. So there we got lots of different ways to get this. Also arcane to swing works on it, and the arcane to swing is also going to affect our other swing skills. But we did banish the other ones, so arcane to thrust, because we weren't looking to get that one too much. We were just looking to get to swing or arcane, so we only wanted to see those. Okay, we found there. We don't really need the damage, but we just grabbed it anyway. Grab that. If we had even more banishes, I would banish every single damage upgrade that we had, so we wouldn't see them anymore. We would just get the legendary damage from the Divine Legacy, and even the area of effect, we would land up getting that from Divine Legacy if you wanted. We have been putting a bit of points into armor, block, and HP as well, which you do need to do for this. There's another haste to finesse, which is fantastic. We got another swing to arcane over there. Thrust to arcane, that's beautiful. We do want to see them without having to, you know, get the Divine Legacy upgrades for them. But as you can see, a whack ton of Arcane Overload happening. Overload, not Overlord. And you can actually see just how much damage it's doing to the bosses now as well still. Unfortunately, we don't have that much block chance, so we're not getting as much block going off over there. But here's another thrust to arcane, so we do lock it, and then we re-roll again. We get the arcane to swing again, just like we did last time, and we take both of those. That is beautiful, and that's how we keep doing this. And eventually, when we get to like 100%, you can actually multi-skill chain as well. So just how you get 100% crit chance, if you get to, let's say, 200% skill chain, then you will multi-skill chain as well. So each skill will proc the next skill twice, or whatever the case may be. You can skill chain multiple times off of a single skill chain, which is insane. I don't know if anyone's ever reached that. Maybe it's a video we can look to doing in the future as well. That's definitely going to have to be something with just like 5 of one type to a 6th type, and then looking at a Divine Legacy. It does have to be a really long run, so we are going to need to run the Bulwark or things like that for that as well. But it's definitely a very, very fun one to look at getting. But that is the video for today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy a skill chain. That didn't seem too bad with it, but let's see how much damage we landed up doing with Arcane Overload using all of that skill chain over there. As you can see, 22 billion compared to the 2.8 billion on quick strike. Of course, we didn't really go for the thrust as often, so it just makes a lot of sense, but it does look like you can get that even higher if we kept going. And you saw that was a really comfortable Overlord 3 and Cycle 4 going from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe for more videos like this in the future, and always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.